Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're glitching out of the map. So I've done this a few times, but I accidentally scuffed it up. Like, I accidentally went past through the wall and actually loaded the thing. Messed up, so I've messed this up a few times, but I've also have done it. So yeah, let's get to it. Now, I will not edit this because you're gonna have to probably sit through the pain of me having to wait a few minutes, because basically you gotta like glitch through, but it's slowly but surely you gotta move by pixel by pixel. So first thing you want to do is you come over here and you've got the gap here. You want to see the first divot. You want to get your hands under it and make like a fist like this, and then you want to start moving them like this. And you want to make sure your hands are higher than where your hands naturally are. But glitches through, that's okay. Just put your hand back and eventually you'll clip through like this. Now you kind of just need to pull yourself down with both arms on the wall. Make sure your head's facing like this until you can get to about here. This is a good point. Now you grab onto this side. You want to pull as hard as you can, but without slipping. And you want to use the ground. And you want to slowly but surely. You don't want to pull it too hard though, because it'll slide through like across like that. So you want to start doing this, and slowly but surely you get into this crack right here. And I'll show you that in a sec. You don't want to do it here, because that's the line. You want to make sure you're in the center of it. Now, yes, this is going to take a while, but eventually you're going to end up in the center. And yeah, I'm just going to do the next step in a sec. See? Now we're in the center. Shoot. There we go. Okay, so you want to make a fist with your hands, and you push. And push as hard as you can, not like too hard, but you want to make sure you're not like, you want to make sure you're pushing against the wall. Now you're just going to wait here for a few minutes until you clip through, and you'll eventually clip through. Like, I know it doesn't seem like it's doing anything, but eventually you'll end up clipping through, as you can see in a sec. So you just want to make a fist and try and push. So this is probably going to be the longest part of the whole thing, of pushing. You want to make sure you're not in the cracks, but eventually you'll get there and you'll be good to go. So by the way, if you get your hands stuck in the wall, then you have to reset your game. And if you get stuck, you have to reset your game. If you fall into the void, you want to make sure you don't fall into the void, because you'll crash and your game will stop. And you got to join back in. Now please, just a disclaimer, don't do this in public lobbies. It's not a good thing. It's just abuse. Only do this in a private lobby to troll your friends. Okay, it's not cool to do like glitches in public lobbies, because you're just getting advantage that the others don't have, and it's just not cool. And you don't want to be not cool, don't you? Now you see, my head's starting to clip through the wall, and you can see that this, and eventually, yep. Now you want to tilt your hands like this, and you want to make sure you're closest to the wall as you can. You want to go very slowly. Now see that line right there? You want to make sure your head's past that. You want to make sure your head's past this line. So you want to have your head pretty far back, but not too far back. And you also don't want to go too far forward either, or else you're going to end up clipping through the wall and you have to redo everything. And now that I've passed, as you can see, we're here now. I'm going to pull out your first hand, and you kind of just want to use your second hand and your first hand, and you want to kind of just push this back and go up. Until you're halfway and about. Now, if you don't know how to do this, this is probably not the best trick for you. And I'm going to clip. Now that you're about here, you want to pull out your second arm really carefully, and you want to wall climb up. I almost just died there. Now you're up here. Now you got cool little glitches like Halloween, Valentine's, and you've got a bunch of textures. Now, you've got to trust me on this. You don't want to fall through the glass. You want to hop up here. Now you don't want to get your hand stuck, or else you're going to slip. And I'm slipping. I'm slipping. This is bad. Probably going to die here. Maybe not. Oh crap. And see, now I'm back where I began. So now I've got to do the glitch again, but over here, and yeah, so I've got to do this glitch again because I accidentally launched myself, but I saved it at the same time. Okay, now they're here. Pull my arm out, and we'll climb. Now they're up here. You want to make sure you don't get your hand stuck like I did just then, but I managed to recover. Now, I promise you there's a bit right here, as you can see. You jump up, don't want to fall through that crack or else you're going to have to reset. Now, see this black box here? You come on top, you see all of these things down here. Now, it's pretty glitchy. Make sure you're in a private lobby because this is not cool if you're not. Now you come down here, and you come over here. That loads this map. Now, be creative and just have a fun time. Now, make sure you're not in the wall zone. So, about here. You wanna. This is probably gonna load the canyon. Yep. So, it unloaded that and it's loaded the canyon now. So, if I come back. Now, basically, in like the forest, if you go down past the dark spots, like if I come down here. Now, you don't want to fall in the void. If you fall, you're dead and your game will crash. But that's okay, because it's not going to do any harm to your actual game itself. It's just going to crash you and you're going to rejoin. Now, past the black bit, that's where the ground is. So basically, if you come down here, say someone's in the forest, they'll see you just pass through the ground. So technically, I'm in the ground right now. Not anymore, but yeah. Now, if I come over here, and you'll also see people floating if you're not like, yeah. Now, if I come over here, you can see that this is where the round bit goes. So the round bit goes like that, and that you can see that's usually where the thing is. Now, to get out of this situation, you've got to know how to like bear hug. But if you can't, then you might be screwed. But how I get out is like, oh, okay, that scared me for a sec. Okay. It's pretty creepy, that music, actually. Not that creepy, not like intentively creepy. Now you go here, and then you're back on here. Now just to load it up again, come over to this very corner, and boom, it loads. Now both of these are loaded, which is concerning. It doesn't really matter, you just hear sounds from the old loaded map. Now I actually want... Okay, so I can't actually pass, so I've got to make sure that when I drop down here, I'm just going to kind of muck around and just give you a demonstration. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, yeah. So the wall is, yeah, it's scuffed, and I can still hear sounds coming from the canyon, because it's already loaded. So yeah, that's little tutorial. Make sure you please do not use it in a public lobby. Come on, like and sub, and goodbye.